everyone, my name is Zachary as always, and today I am talking about Pythor P. Chumsworth from the show Lego Ninjago, and I'm basically just talking about how I think he changed gradually throughout the show, not only through design, but also through his character and how he was used in the show, and how he slowly just became... Well, actually, I'll talk about that later. I wouldn't want to spoil the main points of the episode this early. Anyways, so when we first meet Pythor P. Chumsworth, so he is freed from a tomb, the Anachondrite tomb. Automatically, we figure out he's not like the other Serpentine. He does not appear. He's not like the others. He is sly and charming, yet evil, and you shouldn't trust him, but at the same time, he kind of lures you in. It's really interesting. And, well, he betrays Lloyd, which, honestly, I would have preferred if he just took him. Honestly, I really don't care for Lloyd. Anyways, So now we have Pythor. He is the new leader of the Serpentine. He just basically grows since he's the only Anachondrite. He's just like, I'm special now, and I have a really long neck, ha 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 ha. So then basically he's like, mwahaha, I'm evil now. And well, he was evil the entire time. He manipulated Lloyd, but yeah. So then we have this full-on design. He's really cool. He has this British, but he's like, he is evil, but he also has a way of cracking jokes, and, well, his British accent isn't overdone, like it would be done in Crystallized. Anyways, so then, but we need to remember, he is devoured by the Great Devourer, and he turns into this. They kind of, turn his colors inside out. Instead of having, the extra details on him, his extra skills, instead of them being black, they're purple, and, he's just white, I don't know. They changed his complexion because of the Great Devourer's, something, I don't know. This digesting in the Great Devourer changed his complexion, basically. So, honestly, I think this design was cool, and we got to see him go through this transformation and pretend he was someone else. And apparently, he's good with eels now. He was very fond of electric eels and, science and stuff. This is, the first step where we see them altering his character and start using him for plot. And, well, this is his downfall of side charactering. And now, it would have been fine if he was in this, because he's second in command, right? Okay. Keep that in mind. But then at the end of Season 3, he gets shrunk. He gets a new design. All 3 of his appearances, new designs, okay. So then he gets this new design, alright? Cool. But then, he gets brought back to his original size. Nothing really big happens to him. He pulls a little protagonist role. Oh, but then he comes back a year or two later in 2016 in this little short that you can't even find anywhere now. Honestly, I would have to. The only way I would be able to watch it now is I would honestly have to try buying a DVD for it. But then he reappeared in Day of the Departed as one of the mini villains in a series of 5, and is his part divisive in this? He tries getting revenge on Lloyd, and it's haha, you returned me back to my original size, but guess what? I'm still an evil baddie, and he is really I think he's really underdone here. And then but then he disappears. And honestly, there's rumors if this is even canon. But yeah, so technically he hasn't appeared in the show yet. This is just a special. Oh, but wait. He wouldn't appear. He would be gone. He would go on to be gone for years. Several years. Millennia. Several galaxies. warps several moments in time forward, and then we get to see him in crystallized. And well, we need some background on this, because since Day of the Departed, when he last appeared, his model had changed. Because Ninjago had went through a series of animation types for their characters. So they didn't have a model for Pythor for crystallized. Not that his role was very big anyways. So they basically had to like screw over. I think they honestly screwed over Pythor here. They just gave him like an average design. I think, at least. I mean, like, he doesn't have the same detail. Alright, so look at this image, okay? Or heck, even look at this image. And then you look at this and this. There's not near the same amount of design, or at least I didn't think so. They really had to try pulling something together for this, since they didn't have anything for him. And he also hadn't appeared in Ninjago for several years. And even his return in this. So remember how I said earlier that his kind of returns like a side character thing? Yeah, by that I mean it's amplified here. Still serving the Overlord. By the way, it does not even mention his chemistry with the Overlord from last time. He's basically a side character here. They basically rinse his so like, say you had this nice thing, right? You bought it from Kohl's or whatever, right? That's Pythor from season 1. Well, season 1 and 3 from Rebooted. But then you put him in the washer, okay? All right? And now it's looking a little bit off, but hey, you want to put it in the dryer, maybe it'll get better. After you take it out of the dryer and it's all shrunk and messed up, that's how I would explain Pythor's role in Crystallized compared to the rest of his roles in Ninjago. That's pretty much how I would describe it. Now, I'm not saying I'm not thankful for his comeback in this. I actually am. And I'm glad they at least did something with him. Like, for example, they gave him chemistry with Lloyd. Like, they didn't forget how basically Lloyd's introduction to the ninja was because of Pythor, essentially. And so we kind of see them face off, but then, like, there's, like, a joke about him being British and, like, the rest of the crew. I don't know. It got really messed up. There should have been an entire showdown. Honestly, what I would have liked to see is a showdown with Pythor and Scales in Crystallized. I think that would have been amazing. But hey, I don't know. So I feel that Pythor had a lot of potential, but then had this fall from grace that was his appearances in Day of the Departed and Crystallized. And I really feel like they didn't really capture his character the same way that season 1 and 3 did. I really don't think they used him to his full potential here. And I don't think we'll end up seeing Pythor for a very, very long time in Ninjago. Even though he's in my top 3 most favorite characters in the entire series. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. Whatever your opinion on the show is, cool. This is just my opinion. And I just wanted to talk about this. Talk about Pythor P. Trumsworth. I just wanted a chance to talk about it in a video. If you all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please consider subscribing.